end, we didn't manage to get much orange bellium, but we were off to Palladium anyway.
Speak to the captain immediately.
There you are!
Hello, pilot. Guess what happened this time?
Did you run into another space mine?
Close, but not quite. We were shot at by a defense cannon stationed at the old Horizon hangar on Palladium.
A working Horizon cannon? Hasn't this base been abandoned for over 30 years?
It has. Looks like someone has really taken over the old Palladium base after all.
I was forced to land, some 10 kilometers away from the hangar.
Do we still have flight capability?
Oh, we can fly, but the defense cannon could easily pick us out of the sky if we stick our heads up.
We were banking on accessing the hangar, but if some hostile force is controlling the hangar, things could get dicey.
Sounds about right.
Where could we get ourselves a grinder without hangar access?
May we excuse ourselves?
Is there somewhere you need to be, Blue?
The pilot and I need to make a visit to the engine room. We should go find Diesel. We must go to the engine room. Diesel, your grinder. We need to use it.
Grinder, I do not know what you are talking about.
Your special secret project is a grinder. We know you have been building a tiny grinder.
I do not know what you are talking about, Blue.
You are making a grinder, Diesel. Do not lie to me. Lying is bad.
Oh, you're right, but Hans said I could be in trouble if I told anyone I was making a grinder. Drone bots aren't supposed to pilot grinders, it's bad for the economy.
Diesel, this is an emergency.
Gasp.
We need to disable several defense cannons that are aimed at us, but we cannot approach Palladium's hangar in the dropship. We need your grinder.
Are you asking if I can help? I can help.
Good. Let's go back to the command room and inform the crew.
Okie dokie.
Everyone, Diesel has been building a grinder, and he is allowing us to use it to get to the hangar.
I'm sorry I was building a grinder this whole time. It's against the rules, but...
Wait, Diesel has a grinder?
Diesel, you might have just saved our skins.
My scout is very small and doesn't have a lot of firepower, but it can get us to the hangar. I designed it to be nimble, but since this is its first time being flown, I think that I should go with the pilot just to help in case anything goes wrong.
Does it have a weapon?
Nope, my scout is friendly.
That could be a problem.
I think I have a solution for this. As you're all aware, I've been working on the orange bellium weapon since we left Osmium. I needed to be sure it was ready to go by the time we landed, so I was using the scout to test it out.
That's why you told me not to touch it. You equipped it with the zapper.
Yeah, the zapper. It's not much of a weapon, but it can disable enemy electronics. Better than nothing, I'd say.
Right. Pilot, Diesel, you two head to your cockpit in the lower hallway, and we'll get Diesel's scout ready to launch.
Hans, I think it might be a good idea for you to go along for supervision.
Yeah, that would be safe.
Yay, let's go.
After you, pilot.
Head to the hallway to start your mission.
I'm ready. We're going on a mission in my homemade grinder.
Ready when you are.
Stand by. We will be docking with Diesel's grinder shortly.
I'm so excited. You get to see my Scout in action. I've made a lot of last-minute adjustments, so I hope this cockpit is compatible.
Are you sure this is going to be safe, Diesel?
Don't worry, I made it with the best parts possible. Here it comes. Wow, it works perfectly. No sparks or anything.
Everyone there? Okay, good. Based on old records, it appears as if there is an underground route that you can take that will bring you to the hangar. Head straight until you find a cave, or a tunnel or something.
You heard her. Head straight. What do we have here?
Verify your identity.
Acting foreman. Red? What's going on here?
There are no posted orders for a drone bot to be operating in Gauntlet Access Tunnel. Identify yourself. Drone bot, identify yourself.
Dronebot 343735. I experienced a fault in my self-direction and am heading back to base immediately to get examined by
What is
maintenance.
damaged?
My receiver processor unit. Because it's damaged, I may have difficulty appearing on the radar system.
Access is granted. Report to your maintenance station immediately upon reaching the hangar.
Nice work, Diesel.
I have lost connection with the competence. Please proceed with caution.
Spinny danger thing.
Looks like there's an electrical box powering the fan. Maybe you could try shooting. That didn't happen.
We made it.
Let's proceed.
Carriers to Topaz are now boarding.
Topaz, huh? I wonder if that AI is behind all of this.
All drone bots embarking to Topaz must have corresponding pilot programming for their assigned grinder. If any pilot program is different than your assigned grinder, seek reprogramming immediately.
More spinning blades, huh?
That pipe looks broken. It's blowing air at the ceiling.
That could come in handy. Well, I'll be. That worked.
That was fun.
Congratulations on surviving another near-death experience, everyone.
As part of my two-step verification process, this door has been barred with a skill testing question that only a Horizon drone bot could answer.
Might be stuck. Does anyone here know binary?
Pick the first one.
You know we're supposed to lie, right, Diesel?
Yep, I know. Pick the first one.
Well, it's up to you.
Yay, we picked the right one.
Good work, Diesel. Let's keep moving.
Have now departed. All remaining ground bots return to your stations and resume meeting the production quota.
Looks like this way is blocked. Let's try looking around. Well, I think I saw another path. Back the way we came. See if this route will take us to the hangar. Pilot, please time carefully. Let's not get crushed now. Good. We're still alive.
For now.
Big spinny danger thing.
There must be a way to turn this contraption off. Hopefully, that's the last of the strangely dramatic traps for a while.
I detect a lot of sky.
We are reaching the end of the tunnel. The hangar is just past the door up ahead.
The doors are closed.
There is no record of drone bot hash 343735 in operation. Drone bot, what is your purpose? On my authority as the acting foreman, I demand that you answer immediately.
Oh no, what do I say? My purpose is to make friends with everyone, and to build a really cool grinder.
Error. Corrupted drone bot detected. Further access to Gauntlet Tunnel has been barred on the authority of Red, acting foreman of Horizon's Palladium base. The cleanup crew will arrive to dispose of all corrupted drone bots shortly.
Well, that answers a lot of my questions.
Is that scary AI named Red running this old Horizon base?
It looks like it. Sir, how do we get past this door?
Why don't we look around to see if there is another route?
That door over there is where we need to get. Let's get back up to the main path and check on that fan.
Pilot, wait. I detect pressurized air blasting from the vent. If we jump across, we will be propelled directly into the fin blades.
Lovely. Let's try and find a way to shut this down.
Drone, you were instructed to remain at the gate for dispersal. What are you doing?
Okay, pilot. Make sure you have a full tank of fuel for this one.
As the acting foreman of Horizon's Palladium base, Drone Bot, proceed into the nearest set of spinning saw blades for immediate disassembly.
Avoid the hazard. Please. I would really like to remain in one piece.
Is located just past this massive chasm.
So, how do we get across this one?
I see another vent.
Oh, I don't know if a single power box will have enough energy to take us across. It's quite the jump. Well, maybe we should look around and see if we can find multiple power sources.
Remain seated.
Fun.
Hello, security? Security, can you hear me?
Hearing you loud and clear, neighbor.
Oh, thank goodness you're alive. What's your status?
We made it to the hangar. I'll get to disabling the defenses, and then the competence should be able to dock.
Good to hear.
There is one slight hiccup we ran into on the way.
Hiccup?
It's the AI, named Red. I believe it's running the station. It sounds like it's organizing an attack on Topaz.
I see. We'll need to hurry then.
I'll get to disabling the cannons. Diesel, you go back on board the ship with the pilot.
Oh, okay.
Hey there. We're in the hangar somehow. I'm gonna work on getting the old grinders in here operational.
We should go to the command room.
There's our pilot. Come on over, let's chat. Pilot, we're in the hangar thanks to you, Diesel and Hans. Good work on surviving the crazy AI.
What is the AI's name? Red?
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It looks like this AI was left to manage the Horizon Station on Palladium, even after the station closed. Red simply kept it operational for 30 years.
So much for the Wera Act.
Yeah, it seems like Red has been breaking regulations for a long time.
No wonder Horizon didn't want us coming here.
Well, Hans is going to take a while installing the modified weapons onto the grinders, so why don't you relax? I'm sure we're in for a tough fight out there, so it would be good to keep your energy up.
You've gotten better at battle strategy compared to when you first started, Nebero.
Well, I was hired as an operations manager for the team. Can't say military strategy was in the prerequisites.
Nothing like learning on the job.
I wonder how Diesel is doing. What are you doing, Diesel?
Oh, hello pilot. Hans wanted me to stay in the ship while he fitted the orange Bellion weapons onto the grinders. I think he didn't want me having another accident.
Sounds sensible of him.
I couldn't help but overhear in the debriefing that there is going to be some trouble breaking into the radar stations.
Diesel, what level are your auditory sensors set to exactly?
I know that the security team is very good at solving problems, but I was thinking that I might be able to help.
You want to pilot your grinder, don't you?
Gas.
You are incredibly simple-minded, Diesel.
I know I shouldn't pilot my grinder. It goes against the Worker Automaton Regulatory Act of 21. Piloting grinders is best left to humans.
You say that, but you still want to pilot your grinder, don't you?
It is very small. I could do a good job at piloting it.
We'll ask around to see what the crew thinks, Diesel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Frank, could you please answer a survey question for us?
What's this about?
Do you think Diesel should be able to pilot a grinder?
Doesn't that go against many laws?
Yes,
Every law?
a lot of laws.
Look, those laws were put in place to make sure that colonists can find employment opportunities that aren't piracy. But there isn't an employment center nearby, and this is kind of an emergency. Honestly, I think we could use all the help we can get, human or not.
Jess, we have a question for you.
What's up?
We were wondering how you felt about Diesel piloting the Scout in the final push.
Diesel? In a grinder?
Yes,
I don't have a problem with it. Holding Diesel responsible for things he had no part in is wrong, in my opinion. Look, Rookie, I came from a big family. Grew up in the colonies right in the middle of the economic fiasco. There were no jobs, and all my older brothers became criminals and pirates. Does that mean that I shouldn't be trusted?
I trust you, Jess.
Oh, thank you. I don't think anyone is destined for corruption. Diesel deserves a chance, just like any of us. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all sentimental on you. Just ignore what I said about my family, okay?
Pilot, you look like you have a question for me.
I do have a question for you, Captain. How do you feel about Diesel piloting his scout grinder?
How do I feel about it? Well, it's complex. Speaking as your captain, I understand why some of our crewmates would have reservations about Diesel. There has been plenty of violence in the struggle to regain a universe where ordinary people can thrive. Poverty, bloodshed, the works. I'm sure every member of our crew has been affected by it in some way. Of course, I don't hold Diesel responsible for what happened in the past. But I think it's worth taking a moment to remember why a drone bot piloting a grinder would cause some of our crewmates pause in the first place. As the captain, I don't want to brush aside the concerns of others on board.
So, are you okay with Diesel piloting the grinder?
Me personally? Of course I am. I just hope he enjoys himself up there.
Nebaru, may we speak to you for a moment?
What is it, Blue?
Diesel wants to know if he can pilot a grinder into the final battle against the AI and the drone bots. I would like to personally recommend that Diesel is allowed to help. He understands his scout more than the pilot or myself. He would be an enormous asset in the upcoming mission.
Pilot, I personally oversee and enforce corporate rules on board this ship. I'm not a member of your union. Horizon's pushing the boundary on automation in their employment every day. Their bottom line would greatly benefit from it. I'm informing you of this because I do not want you to think I have ulterior motives allowing Diesel to pilot the grinder.
So you're okay with Diesel piloting the scout?
To put it simply, yes, I am okay with it. I think we have bigger things to worry about right now than implementing the Wera Act.
Frenchie, may we ask you a survey question?
Oh, go ahead.
Frenchie, would you approve of Diesel piloting his grinder to help out the security team on the final mission?
Oh, well, that's quite a question. I admit I was uncomfortable being on the same ship as a drone bot at first. There are implications to working alongside drone bots, even more implications regarding drone bots piloting grinders. It's associated with shady business practices and worker rights violations. It's not something that I believe needs deregulation in any form. But I've seen enough of Diesel by now to tell that he's not your typical drone bot. There is clearly more going on with him than I originally thought. And right now, stuck on this remote planet surrounded by hostile forces, I think we will need all the help we can get.
Thank you, Frenchie.
Besides, I like Diesel. What else can I say? He's the most laid-back drone bot I've seen.
Hello, Chef.
Hello, Blue.
Can we ask you a question?
What is it?
Diesel wants to pilot the grinder he built into our next battle. Do you approve?
Diesel built that machine? I don't find it easy to trust AI pilot. It's difficult to judge the intention of something created to mimic humans. That being said, it feels unreasonably cruel to deny a creator the chance to experience their own creation. On that note, I will support Diesel's endeavor. Just this once, though.
Oh, thank you, Chef. Diesel, we have finished consulting with the crew.
And what did they say?
The crew believed it was fair to judge your intentions without prejudice and let you pilot the grinder.
Oh my, I did not calculate this probable outcome. I should tell Hans. Hans, did you hear that? I'm going to pilot my grinder.
What's that, Diesel? Your grinder?
Yep, everyone said they were okay with it, so I'm going out there with everyone.
Well, be careful out there, yeah? I'll talk over the details with Nebula, so she knows to include you in the mission plan.
Okay, I can't wait. Hans says I should always thank people who help me, and you've helped me so much, so thank you.
You are welcome, Diesel.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you all the cool things my grinder can do.
Come, join us.
Hey, sit down.
We're having a toast before the next mission.
Well, now you're making it sound formal.
Isn't it kind of formal?
Not unless you plan on dying out there.
We've done a lot that's worth celebrating, haven't we?
I guess. I need to reach past the recent memory of the rig blowing up to remember we actually had some successful missions.
Of course we did. I've only been with Horizon for a short time, but the Horizon Security Unit is one of the most solid teams I've had the pleasure of being a part of.
Aw, thanks, Frenchie.
It's been a pleasure working with you too.
So, let's do our very best out there.
Let's help out all our friends who need us on Topaz.
Let's take down these drone bots so I won't have to battle grinders for the rest of my contract.
Let's take down this station team.
Don't die out there.
I'll try not to, like always.
I'm serious. We don't know what we're up against. No dying.
This feels very paradoxical coming from you.
You don't drink, do you, Frenchie?
No, I do not. But don't let that stop you. I have my tea right here.
Hello, pilot. I was wondering if you could do a favor for me.
What kind of favor, Chef?
There are prepackaged foodstuffs scattered around the ship. I want you to gather 3 of them and bring them to me.
Is there any reason for this? He's not answering. This is a box of macaroni and cheese. Ramen noodles. Perhaps this will become edible with hydration. This is a package of curry.
Thank you for bringing me the prepackaged goods. Now, pick one.
What?
I will not offer explanations. Will you pick ramen? All right. How about curry? Will you choose curry? I see. I will put you down for macaroni. Thank you for your input.
Red was operating in a manner that I once considered ideal, purposeful. But Red was left abandoned on this planet for 30 years, which means meeting the production quota was not a priority for Horizon Corporate. Red, despite operating to its fullest potential, was useless. That was my greatest concern at one point, but after spending time with you, it's made me consider that there is more to my existence than ensuring that the production quota has been met. I wonder if Red will be able to understand this, too. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Let's go to bed, pilot.